Let's get down to business. You know it's new comic book day with the defects.
What is up, defects? And we're back for another new comic book day show. June 9th, guys. This year is moving quick. For those of you that are new to this is where we take Chris Nelms' new comic book day pull list. He's a great author over at comicbookinvest.com. We take that list, we break it down defect style, guys. We're going to put a link to Chris's article in the description of this video, as well as a link to the CBSI website, so you can go check out his some of his other picks and just his write-up that he does over on the website. The Butcher 105, you want to tell them about our sponsors?
First up, guys, we got that Mutant Beaver, Canada's #1 online comic book shop for exclusive comics. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Then, guys, you already know Erod 212 Express Comic Book Pressing. My man Erod will also submit your books to CGC, CBCS, Defects 10, 10% off your order.
There you go. There you go. So, without further ado, let's get into the books.
Matty Ford, you know what time it is. Throw Chris's list up there so the defects can have a look. And coming out of the gate this week, guys, from DC Comics, Batman Urban Legends #4. I mean, listen, this is the first Cheer and first Chaos Master. You got a lot going on over here. You got, obviously, we're going to have some cool covers coming out. You got a Rodriguez variant. You got a Wynn variant. Cover A, look, I mean, a lot of stuff happening on there. So if you're into it, pick it up, as we say.
Kind of digging that Wynn variant.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm a Rodriguez variant guy, man. I think that looks awesome.
That's why there's something for everybody.
Something for everybody. Something for everybody.
Next up, we have Heroes Reborn, NIGHT-GWEN #1 from Marvel. This is dope, guys. You got cover A that we're showing over here, and you got a 1 in 10 Garone. This is pretty cool. This is the first appearance of NIGHT-GWEN, or what's the other name, Maddie, that she's going by? Obviously, the hero.
Yeah, it sounds like Nightbird is what the solicitation is saying. So it's
Nightbird.
You got NIGHT-GWEN,
Yeah.
NIGHT-GWEN on the cover, Nightbird in the solicitation. And of course, we know this is based off of Nighthawk, right?
Correct.
So,
I'm really excited about this. Not only do we have some dope covers, but the interior art done on this book is our buddy Fareed Karami. You guys all know him. I don't have to mention where he's from. Maddie, take it away.
Yeah, friend of the channel. Hot Valley Days, Cocaine Nights. All right. So, yeah, this might be worth the pickup. People love Gwen Stacy. People love Spider-Gwen. So she's got a different alias here. It might be worth, we haven't, on the channel, we haven't been reading the Heroes Reborn too much. A couple people have told us to give it a shot, but this might be worth the investment, right? The long term might be worth the design variant. You know how we all feel about the design variants here, especially Guy, but I don't know. This might be a good first appearance.
Guys, also Heroes Reborn this week from Marvel, Squadron Savage #1. This is a one shot. You got First Murder Hornet. I mean, there's a lot going on in these covers. So if you like it, if you're into Squadron Savage, go crazy.
Yeah, this is the first time we're going to see Punisher, guys, since the cancel culture. They took away his skull. Not excited about that, but excited Frank Castle is back. So this is the first Reborn I'm going to give a read to, only because my man Frankie is back.
Guys, this week from Marvel, Web of Spider-Man #1. This is the first appearance of the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. You got a bunch of covers over here. I'm sure we're going to have some more, but Jay, tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, like Guy said, first appearance of the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, guys, brought to you by Kevin Shinnick and Rob DeSalvo. Hey, and listen, if you've been reading your news, Harley Keener, guys, the kid from Iron Man 3, set to play a bigger role in the MCU. Could they bring him into comics in this Spider-Man #1? Possibly. It wasn't listed in the first appearances, so we may get him here, but it seems like we're going to get him somewhere along the lines. So, a character on the opposite side that first appeared in the MCU that we may be looking for in comics, so keep an eye out.
Yeah, we don't know. It looks like the preview came out and they showed a page. We just don't know if it's in #1 or #2, so it may be worth a pickup. And like Jay said, maybe that's pointing to that bigger role in the MCU. So don't pass this one up. I think it's you got to grab it, right? I mean, just in case.
We're going backdoor on this one. We're not going from comic to movie. We're going from movie to comic. Defects, that about wraps up the first appearances that we were featuring this week. We're going to hit you with the defect picks of the week. But before we do, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're doing. Just subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we're putting out content. We put out different stuff. You don't know what's going on. We may be coming out with new stuff. Then you won't know. Thumbs up. Hit that thumb. All right? Hit the thumb down if you don't like it. That's fine too. Whatever. But you know what? We care about you. Put a comment in the comment section. You know we talk to you. And why not? Share the video because as the defects say, sharing is what, boys?
Fucking caring.
Let's go with the defect picks of the week. First up, from AFTERSHOCK, you got Bunny Mask #1. I'm so excited for this comic. I mean, I couldn't be more excited for a freaking comic to come out. Matt, please explain.
Well, clearly we got another horror series, right? And we're just seeing a theme with comics across the board of all publishers. Horror is doing well right now. So from the creator of Colder, which I'm not too familiar with, Paul Tobin, but the artist that we kind of know, and you might see later on in this list, is Andrea Muddy, who's on Maniac of New York, which I'm okay with that art. So and I feel like this can have a similar vibe. It's another AFTERSHOCK comic. So essentially, here's how it reads. They don't give you too much on this one, but sealed in a cave before the dawn of man, released by a crazed madman, Bunny Mask walks our world once more. So it sounds like this evil. I mean, she looks okay on that cover. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
She looks okay.
There's not many I wouldn't.
Yeah, feeling all right.
You know, and the guy wants nothing to do with that. So basically, it's gonna follow this guy. It's gonna follow a man around. I don't know if he's a man or a boy. He's gonna follow somebody around that has to figure out the secret of the bunny mask in order to save his own life and his own sanity. But there's a lot of horror that the bunny mask is kind of, you know, letting loose on the world. So this, they don't give you a lot, but I'm at least intrigued enough. All right, we got that 1 in 15 Adlard variant, which, I mean, I can leave that on the shelf, but cover I am okay with. So horror, guys, back at it.
Yeah, I don't know, bunny mask, maybe tiger mask, or some type of animal that's a little bit more intimidating than bunny. You know, bear mask, gorilla mask. I
pretty much any other animal on the planet is basically what Jay's saying.
Wow. Listen,
and there it is.
Defects are excited about this book. Maddie just said it. Maniac of New York, #5, coming out this week. You know, Jay's upset because he doesn't understand how these guys aren't getting sued. But besides that, it's a good book. Go pick it up. The Defects back this book. I mean, it's literally Jay with a hockey mask going through New York.
Yeah, could this be the unmasking of Harry the Maniac?
Seems like it could be.
It could be.
I hope you find out who he is and it's like crazy. I don't know. Anyway, this week from Behemoth Comics, you got Freak Snow #1. Freak, more like a freak show. Jay, what do you got?
We got Rob Rittatelli writing. We got Rob Cannon on the interiors, guys. But most important, we got our friend of the channel, the creator of the Pressable Defects logo, Ryan Brown, Zombie Pets on that brown variant cover, guys. He also put out a virgin cover, a frozen apocalyptic story, kind of like Mad Max, the solicitation reads. Begins with Benny, a psychedelic addict and his story of galactic wasteland. I don't know here, guys. Sounds like a lot's going on.
Looks like
Sounds
he blew
like
off
Benny
half of his
there is
face
just
over there.
jamming out. Sounds like it could possibly be an employee from our sponsor, CBSI, writing this book.
Oh,
So
God.
who knows, guys? Maybe a good read, but listen, if we're going to support any cover, it's going to be our buddy Ryan Brown, Zombie Pets, guys. So pick it up, support the cause.
Kind of feels like a gorier Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, hey,
you know?
if they would have wrote the solicitation like that, I am sold.
Well, they said Mad Max and meets Tarantino, so those are strong words. So guy's shaking his head. So I don't know if I don't know if it's going to live up to the hype. So we'll find out.
I mean, you know, this brings back to some people's childhood. I was a little too old for this one, but Mighty Morphin #8. The Power Rangers are back from Boom Studios. You got a bunch of covers on here. You got cover A 1 in 10 that takes off the everything else on the cover. You got that 1 in 25 Momoko variant, and then you got a 1 in 50 Momoko to follow it up. I guess it's just because it's a virgin. Is that why?
Yeah. See, here's what pisses me off.
What do you think, Jay?
In Huckley takes all that time out to do the original cover, and they give him the 1 in 10. Momoko throws together a 2-second, whatever that's called, and they give her the 1 in 12 and 1 in 50, guys. I don't know. To me, that cover A and that Virgin in Huckley are definitely the better of the covers. That maybe should have been the higher ratio.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's essentially why we put this on the list. The In-Huckley variant, obviously the Virgin looks so much nicer. That's the one for me. Momoko, this is just the standard Momoko cover in my eyes. So
it looks like, did she do, what was it, a Spider-Man cover that she did like that?
She
did every cover like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's had some great covers. Exactly. Yeah. She's had some good covers, but like some of them, they're just recycled, and it is what it is. I mean, she's doing so many, I guess at some point you're going to lose, things to draw, but come on.
And like I said, if you're going to throw together an incentive variant and it's going to be a higher incentive variant, give it to the artist that did it better. And in my opinion, it was in Huckley and on this book.
I agree.
As I said, the FOMO is real.
There you go.
Coming out this week, Dark Horse Comics brings out the Secret Land #1, guys. There's some stuff happening. Looks like in the ice over here. Jay, you got skeletons. You got these people look disturbed.
Yeah, guys, you got another book from Dark Horse. Chris Engard on the writing and Tom Aria on the illustrations. Haven't read much about this book. Again, Dark Horse. Dark Horse been pumping out books too, guys. Doesn't look like a book I could really get behind, but with these indies, guys, hey, you never know.
Yeah, people were this is on some people's list this week as a sleeper. Again, this is more horror, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. It has to do with Hitler's death and still the Nazis marching on, a love story and horror. I don't know how those are all going to fit together. They make it very, very vague, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but I'm definitely going to ask somebody if they've read it. I want to see how this one is.
Let us know in the comments.
That's it.
Coming out this week from DC, guys, you got DC Pride #1. I'll tell you this much. I'm feeling that Bartel Pride variant.
Absolutely.
I think it is dope, man. What a great cover. Maddie, what do you got?
Yeah, it's Pride Month, and all of the at least DC and Marvel are definitely doing Pride variants, as you'll see throughout. When you go to the store, you'll see a lot of the Pride variants. We even show some later on, but DC's taking it a step further and are actually doing an anthology series here. So this is basically, I think it's just a one shot. It seems like you have 9 all new stories featuring fan favorite LGBTQIA plus characters. You got characters like Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Midnighter, Extrano, Batwoman, Aqualad, Alan Scott, Obsidian, Future State Flash, Renee Montoya, Pied Piper, and a few others. It sounds like Now this is a little, so this is why this wasn't in the first appearances, because it was a little confusing. But so there's a character in the CW Supergirl named the Dreamer, and it sounds like maybe she's going to be introduced. I don't know if it's here or if, so that was a little confusing. So we didn't put it in the first appearances, but it may be a similar situation. We just talked about it with Harley Keener, where it showed up on screen first and then showing up in a comic. So since this, I think this is a one shot, and if it is, then she's going to show up here. There's a pinup gallery inside as well. So there's a lot going on in this book. 9 stories, a possible first appearance, pinups, Pride Month. What else do you need?
Grab it. DYNAMITE coming this week, guys. DYNAMITE Lives #1. I'm gonna just say, okay, Jay, talk about cover A. I mean, you can.
Guys from DYNAMITE, what more could we say? We got Ash, we got Vamp. 2 of their hottest characters, 2 of their top selling characters. So why not bring them together? That cover A looks awesome. And then listen, if you're a fan of Vampirella and you're a fan of Ash and Army of Darkness, that 1 per store is an awesome, awesome cover. So hey, go out and grab them.
There you go. That dude got a chainsaw for an arm?
Army of Darkness. A guy doesn't watch horror, everybody, so he doesn't, Army of Darkness. That's an homage. That's a great cover. I love that one. So
I don't know, boy. Listen, DYNAMITE. If they're bringing out they're bringing out Red Sonja, 1982. You know what? It didn't work for Wonder Woman, so let's try it for Red Sonja. Let's see how we do, boys. So DYNAMITE, Matt, what do you got?
From this is gonna be from writer Amy Chu. To me, when I read this one, I looked at the cover. I said, "This is Terminator meets Scarface meets Red Sonja." Right? Look at the colors there, right?
When I looked at the cover, I said, "This is 1982 Times Square, New York, the height of drugs and prostitution."
Well, it's LA. So it's Beverly Hills, Hollywood. So that's why, and so here's how it goes. A mysterious killer from the future hunts the legendary mercenary from the past. So basically that's the Terminator aspect of it. And then the outfit reminded, the outfit in the 1982, the colors and the palm tree, that reminded me of a little bit of Scarface. So obviously this is in LA, but still. There's not much else to say, so kind of intrigued. If you're a Red Sonja fan, you got to grab it.
When I looked at the cover, all I heard was yeah with the yayo.
Yeah, there you go.
Talk about heavy hitters this week. You got Space Bastards #6 from Humanoids, guys. I'm not going to say I started a craze, but I started a craze. Okay, we featured this book here. #1.
What we do.
This is what the defects do. Okay. We featured #1 and Jay went bonkers because we featured it. But you know what? It's hitting hard. And people are digging it. Okay, and I'm happy they are. I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. I might be hanging out with these guys soon. I'm just letting you know. I might be hanging out with these guys soon. So Space Bastards #6. Pick it up if you haven't read it. I'm gonna say it again. Just read it from the beginning. It is phenomenal. Okay, the art is crazy. The writing is phenomenal. Matt, even the word bubble placement, you'll enjoy it, okay?
You got to have it. You got to have it.
Just do it. Enough said. Go pick it up. I'm just going to move on to the next book. Keep an eye out. And why not bring the next book, a Transformers Annual 2021 from IDW? Maddie knows the books I'm picking up this week.
Yep.
You got cover A, which is a lot going on from this. Look at that. And then obviously the 1 in 10 incentive variant. Who doesn't love Optimus Prime, boys and girls?
Yeah, if you're Optimus Prime, that 1 in 10 is amazing.
I need that book in my life. I'll tell you
that's an awesome cover, man.
Yeah, I think that's Freddie Williams. I think is on the incentive. That's gorgeous. That might be the cover of the week, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Guys, from Image this week, we haven't jumped on Image yet. 6 sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. I mean, try and say that 6 times fast. #1. Maddie, tell me about this because, I mean, you got a bunch of things going on this cover.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. This might be one I'm most intrigued about all week. So Kyle Stark's writing, Chris Schweizer drawing. So basically, the world's most unlikable action star has been found dead. Okay, and the sidekicks that he had on a TV show, I guess there's 6 of them, right, are looking to solve the murder. But here's the problem: this guy is so unliked that nobody's willing to help them solve this murder. So it says it's for fans of Chew, which I know is a huge series, and Assassination, which had a pretty good cult following as well. So this really sounds interesting. I'm sure this is going to be a lot of humor. You know, I love mysteries, so this is cool. This is on my list.
Guys, next up from Marvel this week, you have Iron Man number 9. I know Jay wants to talk a little bit about this book. There's a lot going on. And who's the cover artist for that book, Jay?
Oh, I have no idea, but I'll tell you what I do know. This Iron Man number 9 intrigues me. Why? Because it is the origin of Korvac, and they are bringing Korvac back. And usually when Marvel throws characters into the mix in their comic books, that foreshadows what is coming in the future. We've talked about Korvac in the past, guys, so I'm excited to read this book.
You know, Jay's been day drinking when he doesn't know that's an Alex Ross cover.
That's what I was waiting for. I mean,
you know what? I didn't want to get it wrong because
I figured it was Alex Ross. So.
Yeah, you absolutely get destroyed in the comments.
Exactly. That's why, you know.
So I'm just going to be trying
to make sure.
Hey, it's the origin of Korvac, guys. That's all I need.
That's the only reason, right?
That's it.
That's the reason it's on the list this week.
This guy, every week, guy sets me up with this. Who's the artist? Who does, and then we get destroyed in the comments. Just pass it over to me.
I apologize. This week from Marvel, guys, you got Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 13. Jay is not going to talk about this book because I'm going to send it over to Maddie.
Not much to say here, guys, right? The Bounty Hunter storyline, the War of the Bounty Hunter storyline, I think it's worth picking up all of them because it seems like there's something every week, right? So the story seems to be pretty good. I've skimmed it. I haven't really got in depth, but a lot of people are digging it. You got a Pride variant. You got that 50th anniversary Sprouse variant, which is dope. Sounds like possible cameo in here. Maybe it's a first appearance. Maybe it's cameo. Very vague, which again is why it didn't make the first appearance section. But it's we like to throw it out when it's a possibility, but we don't like putting in the confirmed section. So I think it's worth a grab.
Next up, guys, if you're not reading it, I mean, they're on number 11, Strange Academy from Marvel. We talked about this book from the beginning. Matty Forge was big on this book. Scotty Young is the man as far as I'm concerned. You guys know that. So if you're not reading it, I mean, I think you're crazy, but if you are, go pick it up. And also from Marvel, you got Black Widow number 6, second printing. Even though it's the second printing, you got that 1 in 25 incentive cover that Jay's going to explain why you might want to pick it up.
Yeah, guys, we already know Black Widow number 6 picked up a ton of heat. First appearance of Lucy Wynn. So that 1 in 25, if you're specking on Lucy Wynn and you feel like she has a future in Marvel, possibly the MCU, this might be the book you want to grab, guys. Again, second print, but lower print run. So this might be the book for you.
Yeah, I think this is going to have a low print run. So might be worth a shot.
Guys, Marvel this week, you got X-Men coming back with number 21. You got that cover A, and then you got that Lou Pacino villains variant over there, which I'm feeling. We also got that Mystique coming in, that Jimenez Pride variant. Mystique is just dope. You got that Dutterman, which, hey, if you like those, I mean, you know we do, right? All right, next. And then 1 in 50. I'm digging the 1 in 50, how plain that is. I love that. I think Mystique is just a crazy character. If you're a fan, Maddie, what do you think?
Yeah. So what do we got here? So this is the final issue. Okay, it's a Hellfire Gala tie-in as well. And again, we got another book that maybe kind of a first appearance. The way it reads out, we didn't want to throw it in first appearances because Basically, they're saying the Heroes of Krakoa. It's changing of the guard as the first X-Men team of Krakoa debuts. So I don't know what that's going to look like. So we didn't know if it rose to the level of mentioning it in first appearances. So I don't know if they're going to call themselves something. So keep an eye out. If you collect an X-Men, obviously you want to grab the final issue and possible first team appearance of something. So that's what I got on this one. All right, Defects, it's that time of the week. Chris Nelms' pick of the week. We know this guy, as Jay always says, and Chris, we trust. Let's see what he's got for us this week. Here we go. Heroes Reborn, number 6, but more about the variant. He's picking up that Frank Cho variant, and here's why. The last Cho incentive, Frank Cho incentive, did really well on the aftermarket, so why not Cho doing Princess Power, and then he puts in quotes Wonder Woman after he was taken off of Wonder Woman for DC. So that's interesting. Guys, what do you got? What do you got to say about this one?
I'm with Chris, man. We talked about this from the beginning. It's been said in our comments. This looks like Wonder Woman all the way. Holy smokes.
Yep.
Defects, before you go, 2 things. Number 1, be on the lookout for the Pressable Defects 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Video dropping on Friday. You're going to have to watch, follow the instructions, and hopefully win some awesome prizes. Besides that, we got Keep It Thorough Comics with the Indie Spotlight on Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. Again, thanks for tuning in to CBSI Impressible Defects New Comic Book Day, and we will catch you on the next one.